morning and welcome back to Miller's in Motion. We are in fact in motion again and we are thrilled. So if you've been keeping up, we got the rig back, we got everything fixed up, and so within less than a week we are hooked up and ready to head out on our next adventure. Today we are headed to the Houston area. We're going to spend some time with my family down there for Thanksgiving and the holidays. So we will keep you posted along the way, and we have a few tips and tricks this route, so stay tuned.
So like Lauren alluded to, one of our big travel day kind of hacks, tricks, that kind of stuff is actually the Open Roads fuel card, or TSD Logistics. It's Open Roads by TSD Logistics. So essentially what it is a fuel card that allows us to go through the truck lanes or the commercial lanes back behind the regular pumps or the non-commercial pumps. It only has diesel back there. So if you have a gas-powered truck, unfortunately this doesn't work for you. But at some point we'll do a video over Gas Buddy, which is kind of the equivalency on the other side of that. I know TSD Open Roads is working on a gas version. I don't think it's out yet though. But one of the big things for us is it actually saves us money, allows us to go in to those truck lanes so we can just swipe the card and go. Typically, if you want to go through those lanes and you're not in a commercial vehicle or have a commercial card, you just want to use your credit card or debit card, you can, but you have to go inside and pre-authorize a certain amount. So say $200 if you've got a diesel, and then you would go outside, pump, and then go back inside and get your receipt. Whereas I don't have to do that. I just swipe my card and it links all to our banking account directly. Makes it super easy. So let's pull in, because one of the things we also want to talk about is kind of the do's and don'ts of getting into that area, because there's professional drivers everywhere and we're really trying to stay out of their way as much as possible. So we're getting pretty close to our first stop of the trip, which is a Love's. We predetermined this stop way in advance. We actually looked at the Gas Buddy app, which we'll explain more in a second about. In conjunction with our RV GPS, which is a Garmin 890, and that allows us to know where we can and can't go because it takes our height, weight, and all that good stuff into consideration. But one of the things I want to talk about when you're pulling in, there's commercial truckers everywhere, and they're obviously trying to do a job, so they're getting in and getting out pretty fast. And so, you want to pay attention to them and kind of stay out of their way as much as you possibly can. So as we pull in, what I look for when I'm pulling into the truck stops, first and foremost, is the sign that says trucks. It's force a habit where you want to go and accidentally pull into where it says cars, and you're not. You have to pretend you're a semi essentially for that moment. And then as you pull in and you find that truck area, do what the truckers are doing, but at the same time, also know that they take a lot longer to fill up. So we have a 48 or 50 gallon tank on the F350, and with that and the high output nozzles that are on the commercial lanes, that will fill us up a lot faster. So what we do, I look for, is a more open lane essentially. Also, truckers, when they're done, they'll pull forward and have to go inside and sign documents and get receipts for their companies. So we don't have to do any of that. So for us, I look for someone that's not occupied in front of the lane. So like when we're pulling up, you can see a truck up there that's starting to pull up. So unfortunately, this is one of those scenarios where we just get to take a guess, and we're going to just take the first one. So it's hard to tell from here, but he's actually dual filling at the moment. So that means he's got lines coming into his tank from both sides. So he's probably going to move quite a bit faster than other people would. So, and now we wait. But what you'll see here in a second is when he's done, he'll pull forward and then he'll stop again. So there'll be another line on the ground, and then he'll go inside and do some stuff. So because they're full, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. So it might take us a minute, but you just hang out and you wait. So the downside to coming back here is sometimes you can be back here for a minute. All right, so while we wait on the truck in front of us to move out, this is pretty much what we're using. So it's just like a normal credit or debit card, but we literally will just slide it right into the pump like you were using a credit card, and then you go through. It's going to ask you a bunch of questions, like if you're buying tractor fuel or trailer fuel, if you want DEF. There's a lot of questions and that kind of stuff, but to be honest with you, the tractor is your truck, the trailer is your trailer, and if you want to get DEF on the pump, that's another little bonus, is you can get diesel exhaust fluid or DEF if you have a truck. Here, that will allow you to not have to buy those stupid containers, which I don't like.
So like he was saying, being able to use the truck lanes at some of these truck stops saves us time because the pumps are faster. It is a safety thing for us because now we can maneuver in the large truck lanes instead of trying to get this giant rig into the gas lanes and worried about where all the cars are going. And the turns are more designed for bigger rigs, kind of like this. So saves us time, saves us money. And there's fries. I don't often go for fast food, but you know, everybody has a weakness. So anyways, it's a good day. The dogs got out. We got fueled up. Everything's ready to go. See you in the next bit.
So it's pretty much as easy as that. There's not a whole lot else to it. So it makes no sense not to do this. As far as the sign-up process, you just go to their website, you fill out a little bit of information. The other thing you get is actually this app that you guys are now seeing on the screen. We're just outside of College Station, so you see all the different discount programs. Now, you can use the card at any truck stop, but these are the ones that are actually participating with Open Roads, and so you get a little bit of a discount, and you can tell that. So, for instance, at the one we're at here, it says $4.08 or 80 cents for fuel, but the pump price is $5.08. So, actually get about a little bit of a discount there. So you do end up getting, in this scenario, about a 30-cent decrease. There is a transaction fee of 40 cents, but it comes out of your discount, so you're not paying Open Roads anything. They just tack a transaction on. That's how they make money on it. So it works really, really well. We've been very happy with it. Plus, it kind of gives us some bullet points of where to hit truck stop-wise so that we know in and out. Now, when we're route planning, I will actually utilize this app to find out where exactly the route we want to go so that we can make sure and try and get maximum fuel savings. So one other little added benefit of making these stops and using TSD is apparently you can get McDonald's. So they have some open areas where you can walk the pups real quick, take a quick little break. This one's a little busy, so we didn't want to pop the slides open, hence the McDonald's. Typically, we would just make a sandwich or heat something up in the microwave, but here we are. So back on the road.
Back on the road, and we're, again, thrilled to be here. So excited that everything's fixed up and ready to go.
Yeah, and man, do we have some exciting stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Because if we're going to keep this thing, we're going to upgrade it.
Do all the things. All right, guys. Until next time, Sunday at 5 per the usual. We'll see you then, and bye, Mom.